Welcome everybody to our Config Manager 2012 expert quiz with our own expert panel. So we're going to get this going.
You're blocking Wally's.
And we couldn't think of a better way to actually end an awesome MMS than having all these guys on stage for a Config Manager Jeopardy. So most of you should actually know the answers because you have been here all week, paid attention, notes and stuff like that. So let's just get the show rolling.
And our players for this Jeopardy this week are, on the left-hand side, we have 20 plus years of Microsoft experience, 18 plus years of MMS experience. The guy that needs no introduction whatsoever, Mr. Wally Mee.
What? Best picture ever. I mean,
with his esteemed colleague, Brad Flagg, they make up the product team. So, anyone from the product team in here? Give them up.
And on team number 2, in the back, we have Panu, the living encyclopedia from Finland. And we have
Canada!
we have Garth, I hug end users for a living from Canada.
There you go, man. Just for you, Angie.
Pretty good as now, right? I mean, look at it.
And then our third team, community, the Mighty Forum community, with Mr. Ron Kernbreaker and his lovely camera as a picture, and then Brain Mason, the guy that knows it all.
That is Ed's call.
Nice.
That's Ed.
And finally, on the fourth team, we have the cream of Microsoft support. We have Don Brown, and then we have Steve Rachui. I take a hit, but not today. And let's give them all a warm welcome.
PFE!
Are you really a doctor?
No. Right. So this is Jeopardy. For those of you who don't know in Jeopardy, we're going to repeat the rules of the game. So the rules of the game are pretty simple. We only have 3 rules. Rule number 1, the quizmasters are always right. General rule number 1, no discussions, quizmasters are right.
I'm number 1 quizmaster.
In the unlikely event that the quizmasters are wrong, well, first of all, that would not happen. But let's just play along with that. Just look at rule number 1.
Captures
it won't happen.
No pen.
And then the third official rule of Jeopardy, this is Jeopardy, so all the answers have to be phrased as a question. That's how Jeopardy works. If the answer is not phrased as a question, you will not get your points, gentlemen. Right? So in Jeopardy style, answers have to be given as a question. Rephrase them. All right?
And these rules here also apply to you in the audience. If we will have time for you to come up and ask questions, and you need to basically do the same. And when you come up and give us your answer, actually, please step up to the mics. And with that, I'm one of your completely impartial show hosts for the night, and I'm more than ready to do this. Looking nice and sharp, I believe.
Nice.
Where are the questions?
Where are the questions, right? So my name is Kent.
My name is Kim, and as we said, we're completely impartial. We have no favorites on this show. Everybody has an equal shot at winning this. But before we actually get started, I have a question for the audience, though. By show of hands, could somebody show me how we think whether Ken is ready to pull us off as a show host?
Okay, we have one down there. That's my friend.
Yeah.
All right. So let's quickly fix that.
Oh my God.
And get him completely ready.
There were some of them.
Let's try that again. By a show of hands, who thinks he's ready to be a show host? Woo! All right. Let me take my jacket on.
I think we need to dress you up as well, Kim.
Yep.
So now we are ready. They are ready. And hopefully all of you are ready. Man, you're looking sharp.
All right. Let's get the show rolling.
Let's get it rolling, right? So,
round number 1 categories are the very first round.
What
Wally said.
Is Wally about to play this round?
Wally is about to play this round. And then we have 3 other categories, one on security, one on configuration items, and then a community plugin section, especially for the Mighty Forum folks.
Oh, I didn't shut it down. Never mind.
And since we're MVPs, the MVPs get the very first shot at picking a question.
What you want?
Oh,
And remember, we
Something
only have
easy.
75 minutes,
How about
guys.
Wally for 100?
yeah.
Wally for 100. We want Wally.
And the answer is the first half of 2012, sorry, that's all I am allowed to say or type.
So what is the question, guys?
Oh, we actually get to answer it too.
There it is.
Okay.
Look at these people.
They didn't have
Number 3.
Jeopardy. And
Number 3 was first, so number 3 is,
Me.
that's
I pressed my button like 4 minutes ago.
no, we're wiping it. The
And I'm
MVPs were
number
first.
What is CM12 when it will be released?
Absolutely.
Score, baby.
So the MVPs score 100 points and have the question right.
Hey, we
So-
got $100.
Woohoo! All right. Do
right.
we get to pick again?
Of course, as long as
All
you
right,
answer
we're going to
questions
take
correctly.
Wally for 200.
All right, 7 was first.
So Wally's standard response to this particular line of questions is, does it matter why?
Could you guys stop pressing your buttons in between the questions?
When are we allowed to press the buttons then?
You got to tell us when we're supposed to.
When the answer's up, not before the answer's up.
Oh, well. So are you going to timing this so that the number
Yeah.
7 will actually answer it? It's one of these guys down here or somewhere.
7 or 8
Oh,
is
Oh, I actually pressed for that. What is the question? Wally saying.
You're supposed to come with the question, right?
What is the question?
You got to read the question before you try to answer.
Oh, is that how it works?
yeah.
Man, we actually handpicked those guys.
I actually don't know.
What is because I said so?
Oh, yes. What is because I said so?
No, nice try.
No?
So,
Do we get that?
What are why questions? And trivia, as MVPs, we actually get sanctioned to a troublemakers list if we ask more than 3 why questions a year.
Oh, I wouldn't know that.
so
Wally
who's
said
up?
it though.
So does that mean that we get to ask again since we're the last one?
You were the last ones
All right,
having
we're
a
going to
correct
take
answer.
Wally for 300.
So editing the database in this level of supportability. I have a guy here going nuts. I mean,
I actually know this one.
It was 4, so that's the MVP team, again, answering a question.
Wait a sec. I have to see the
No.
answer.
You're going to answer it?
Or you're going to answer?
No, you can answer it.
I think that was her answer.
Yes. No,
right.
not yet. I have to rephrase that as a question.
What is?
What is the completely the most unsupportable level of config manager?
we're so
Close, but not officially. It's astronomically unsupported supportability level. Right? Trivia, on the slide, you see some different levels of unsupportability that we've learned along the years that exist internally.
That's funny.
So if you ever have a phone call with CSS, you get one of those levels of unsupportability.
I
That's
like
not
the
good.
last one.
So nobody had those right.
What? Come on, we said unsupported.
Unsupported? We asked the level of unsupportability. There's
Completely
different levels of
unsupported.
unsupportability. No,
master's
we're
always
not getting
right.
those.
All right.
So who's
So
up next?
I guess that means we're back to us.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
take Wally for 400.
Holy.
And it's Wally himself being correct on this one.
Apparently you.
What?
You.
I'm allowed to answer this one?
Yes.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
allowed to
wow.
answer this one. The event at which Wally said this.
What
All
was
of-
the Configuration Manager SMS 2003 Service Pack 3 webcast?
Close. But it was actually the Service Pack 2 webcast.
okay.
But close enough. We'll give you the 400.
Mean I got one right this week?
That's funny.
And we get to pick next, Wally. Want to finish off the category?
We'll finish off the category. Wally for 5.
Wally for 500. And we actually have the community being first on this one. The best thing to do is run the query in our console, then view the converted query in the SMS provider log.
I want you.
That's you guys.
Yeah, easy for you.
Hey, we didn't push the button. Cheater.
Guys in the gold jackets are always right.
Yeah, that's right.
That's pitiful.
No arguments
The
there.
best thing to do is run the query in your console. Then. What kind of question is that?
That's an ask.
What is a good
It's not a
idea?
question, it's the
It's
answer.
not a good idea.
It is.
Yeah.
Really not.
Can I answer it?
What is not a good idea?
No. How would one convert queries into reports?
Yeah, not a good idea.
Is that one? All right. So you guys can pick the next
No,
question.
Wally gets to it. He was
Ah, yeah,
last
Wally
week.
was the last one answering correctly. He gets
Yeah,
to
Wally gets
pick
the
the next
next
topic.
Where are we going next, Brett?
How about security for 100, Wally?
So we have
Brett wants security for 100.
security, how much?
Security for 100.
For 100?
Oh, wow.
It's an easy daily double.
Yes.
Is it a video daily?
How much you going to bet?
We have $400 so far, right?
Do you want to do a true daily double?
So the,
Wally?
Go for it.
Let's go for a true daily double.
400 for a daily double. So a 400 question. The current acronym for the new security model in System Center Configuration Manager. And stress the current acronym.
the one we just checked it
I
this
think I can do
morning.
that. What is RBAC?
He's not on my team.
Yeah. Well,
What is
zero.
RBA?
That's the old one.
RBA.
What is RBA?
RBA.
Guys,
you've
stop
got to have
pressing the
control.
button.
Let's see.
Denied.
I would have got that right.
Yeah, well, see, they don't answer that
Well, you
one.
wanted it.
Okay.
Epic fail.
Well, we get
I guess I no longer listen to Brett.
yeah, no kidding.
So
That's
it's
back-
actually up now.
Okay,
back to
well, should we
zero.
try 200?
So the current score is 600 points for the MVPs. And all the rest of them are at
How
zero.
did I get that? I don't know.
You're going to break this and kill
You said
us.
600 points for the MVPs?
600 points, yeah.
gonna break the
That's
stage and kill
because
us.
we. No, it's actually 400. No, 100 for the MVPs. Sorry about
How
that.
about zero? Is zero?
Hey, you were always right.
Each team has some number of points.
100.
We got 2 questions right.
You had one question right for 100. No arguments there. You're wrong. It's 100 for the MVPs and 500 for the community.
What did they answer? They haven't gotten anything.
Yeah, but that's the 500 points we own Brian for John Hilway's stake at the MVP Summit.
Nice. Very good. But that was at the MVP summit, so we need to split it since we're all MVPs.
Yeah.
250.
He paid the wine, so he
Nice.
gets points.
Are you actually complaining that you
Exactly.
got
What are
500
you doing to
points?
us?
Good job.
We need this.
All right, next question.
I think it's
It's still a product team.
Still
game.
product team.
Product team.
it is.
I'm gonna stay out of this one while you
No,
pick it.
we'll just go down the list. Security for 200.
Security 300.
I said 200, but
200.
So the site server must be a member of the local admin group of the remote server, and the user executing the installation and the site server must be a
These two dudes
sysadmin
are
on the
like-
instance.
Killing the buttons. We need to unplug them.
The-
7 or 8.
The PFPs were first
You
on
two
this
are
one.
just sitting there going,
What would be
"Ooh."
rights needed to install Config Manager?
No.
I think it's
Right?
No.
close enough, isn't it?
It's close enough.
No.
Because, I mean,
Yes.
No.
Yes, he's taller.
Yeah.
He's taller.
No. He is not taller. Score.
Wow.
check the shoes.
Has that ever happened before?
Check the shoes.
So it's actually you guys.
So did we get it?
You got it, yeah. I mean,
Hi.
What would you like, Mr. Brown?
Oh, security for 4.
Security for 400, please. Game Masters.
you know what? We are going to do it for 300 because
Or let's do security for 300 instead.
let's do that.
Oh
So
my
what
gosh.
does these objects have in common? Folders, site system roles, and boundaries.
and was the PFEs
I got
that
it.
pressed the button
I
first.
got it. They all have S in them.
They do?
They all have R's in them, too.
300 points right there, buddy.
No, it's the PFEs that
Was
can
that
answer
a
this
question?
one.
Yes.
Folders, system roles, and boundaries. What do they all have in common? We're collaborating, excuse us.
That's fine.
And they all have R's in them.
You know these too.
Hey, Ryan, we can't answer the questions. Come on, is there a time
I've been
limit?
pressing for half an hour.
They all have O's in them, too.
What is their global data?
Yes, what is their global data?
Close, not close, but not what we want to hear.
No, exactly.
These objects cannot be put in security scopes.
I think I helped code all three of them too. Does that count as an answer?
So we get to blame you.
There
for
you
that.
go. Yeah.
And the answer is incorrect because you can't put them in security scopes. You assign security scopes to them, to those objects.
Remember rule number 1, Wally. We don't want to,
Okay.
I know rule number 1, but also remember the qualifier. I can control whether they're MVPs or not.
I know, I'm pushing, I'm just very quick.
Yeah.
So Kim, who's up for the next?
They are.
They are again.
Security for 400,
That's
please.
a very good choice.
Gosh.
So this security role will grant you read-only access to all the reports. Only.
Uskin?
Well, yeah, you started pushing the button like before the question popped up.
Config manager reporting.
What is?
What is that?
configuration reporting
Yeah,
users?
exactly. What is that?
What is config manager reporting role?
It's a
Users,
non-existing
yes.
role, right?
No, doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist.
It's a group.
So my question to you is, what is that?
It's a custom security role. There is no role in the
There
product
is
that gives
no
you
such
read-only
role.
access.
I think the game masters are cheating.
And if you attended Brian's Sherry session yesterday, you would have learned that, right?
That's right.
Just pay attention to those guys. I mean,
We made it up.
You made it up exactly.
We made it during our session.
So there.
so guys,
Security for 500, please.
yeah. You want to take that, Kim?
The scope that holds the secured object already in the system right after the installation, and it was the MVPs pressing the button first on this one.
Because I had no idea.
So you press the button.
Yes, because you know everything. You know everything. What's go? Holds right. I have no idea.
Wait for it.
Wait.
What scope holds the security object?
5.
4,
Say something.
3.
What is? Come on. Do I have to finish that? What is all security scope?
No, not exactly.
What is
Yes.
default security scope?
What is the default scope? What is the default security scope? That's where all the
TFE comes
objects are.
through.
Yes.
Woo! Went to PFEs. Well, we'll grant the PFEs the points for that question now. Got it? Yeah.
Yeah, they don't get 77.
No, somebody has
The
pressing that
ponchos
button
and
again.
watermelons are coming out next.
So the question was security for 500.
Security for 500. So we are up for CIs for 100. I think we'll do it like that.
All right. Okay. All right.
Okie dokie. Those guys up again?
Yes,
Yeah.
they got it.
So these CI types natively support auto remediation.
And it was the product team first on this one.
Who?
The product team.
Red, are you on that one?
No, I'm gonna default to Wally on this one. Go ahead, Wally.
What are registry, WMI, and script?
That is so right.
Perfect.
In the correct order. That's bonus.
In order.
Isn't that bonus for being in the right order? And the exact wording?
It's the exact wording.
I know, I must have wrote that question.
Wow.
No, I did not. I had no knowledge of this.
We know what's going on.
Nope.
So the product team can select the next question.
So
Now we're going right down the list, you guys said. Yeah, right down the list.
CI 200.
Sure.
So software updates have a default runtime of 5 minutes. Yet you can generally install 20, 30 updates within a 1-hour maintenance window because of
This. And it was guard pressing for Panu again.
All right. Now it's got to.
Software updates have the default
What is
runtime.
because config manager.
So you're actually
2012
pressing
is
before you
amazing
read?
Yeah, exactly. You gotta get in there. Then nobody does this on Jeopardy. So, what is the runtime of a software update?
Not really.
Somebody else can, if somebody wants to pick it.
What is reboot coordinator?
Were you the reboot coordinator?
What is the reboot coordinator?
It's the
It's like the first I've
It's
ever
this
heard
piece
of
on the
that.
computer that
You wanna explain that?
So when we have the software updates list, we'll evaluate every time whether one will require a reboot, and if there's enough time to execute the next one in the list, we'll trickle down.
Oh,
Exactly. So the required time is
okay.
calculated
Okay.
after each update, but that's perfect. I mean,
PFE scores again.
Reboot coordinator had nothing to do with that.
so we will
I
have
agree, actually.
CIs for 300.
Thank you, Garth.
CIs for
Yes.
300, please.
what's the score? 700, 500.
So an enforced limit of 1,000 updates at maximum.
who is it?
Yeah, but that's because we're doing this show in Belgium next week, so we're just.
So who got it?
Nobody yet. Nobody
I
pressed.
have.
I
I
have.
pressed it 5 times.
Ah, okay. It showed up.
Oh,
Yeah, number 1.
Go ahead, Wally.
What is the maximum number of updates in a deployment? Software update deployment.
Exactly.
Exactly. So that's 300 people, 300 points for Wally and the product team.
And Wally,
No,
this time,
product team, not Wally.
Well, no.
You're a group here.
The only reason it's the product team is to get the
pressed it.
-400.
Well, you can. I mean, send it like right
so we will have
now, start
CIs for 400.
busting the question out.
Let's do it.
See?
So this feature will allow you for a better life cycle management of your CIs.
The MVPs were first.
Did you press it? Hey, come on, God. You can have this one.
Holy Jesus. What is versioning?
Everybody in that row is on the troublemakers
When you
list
want
now.
to cheat,
And the row behind them.
pick up
Not
the
you.
right guys to help you out, right?
So what's your final answer?
Wow, you're the expert on this.
No, no,
stuff.
no,
You were at the
no.
course on this.
You press the button.
Yeah.
I don't know. What, I mean, versioning sounds good enough.
What is I don't know?
Yeah, what is I don't know?
Good answer.
What is I don't have a clue?
Why am I up here again?
Anybody else?
Revisions and revision
We'd like to
history?
phone a friend.
What is revision? What
You
are
can do
revisions
that.
and revision
That's
history?
community only.
It
That's
is.
us.
It's another quiz
No? What?
to phone a friend.
No, that's community. We're the only ones that can phone
got
friends.
it.
They can't
No,
phone
no
anybody.
phoning friends from stage.
Nobody at all?
Versioning.
And
But it's
versioning
tracking,
and
right?
outage tracking.
Oh,
The
geez.
combined
You should get
thing.
half points
I mean-
for that.
I'll give you half a point.
Yeah, CI versioning is so new in 2012.
Outage tracking is.
No, God.
Maybe I can answer it.
CIs for
Push
500?
the button. It's done.
You take this one, Kim.
Because configuration items are pretty similar to global conditions from the new app model, and they give you the opportunity to study them in your current environment.
What is a dumb question?
What is a question that cannot be understood?
I'm very close to giving him 500.
Yes. Well, we need it.
Was it? Who was it?
It was you guys.
Obviously, it was you
What are
guys.
DCM configuration items?
It's very close.
Not as close as ours.
No, it's not close enough.
It's not close enough?
Why didn't you get started with configuration items and systems under configuration?
Excuse me.
Pronto.
DCM, is that not Configuration Manager 2007?
You did not say people need to get started with it right now.
The Game Master is always right.
But you can pick the next line of questioning though.
Oh, so many choices. How about community plugins for 100, please?
Let's do that. Let's do that.
We have the community pressing first.
So we have the name
I got
Roger,
it.
not Roger.
What
No.
is
You need to pronounce it
There,
correct.
I
The
got
name
it.
is Roger, not Roger.
Roger.
Okay.
I got it. That was me. What is Roger?
Who is Roger?
No, it's community plugins. What is Roger? It has nothing to do with community plugins. Think about it in the line of questioning.
Who is Roger? Xander. Right-click
Uh,
tools.
Who is Roger Zander? And you would answer to that. The
Right-click
name is
tools.
Roger.
Right-click tools. What is the right-click tools?
No,
Roger didn't write the right
he
click
didn't
tools.
do the right-click tools.
What did he do?
He did the
Client Center.
Client Center.
Client
Come
Center.
on.
What is the other of SMS Client Sender was indeed what we're looking for. We'll grant you the 100 points with a little help.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Roger, you can take him out back and smack him a few times.
TFB only uses supported tools.
Wow.
So community plugins for 200. Oh,
The latest addition to Cortex free tools for System Center, extending the application approval process in System Center Configuration Manager 2012.
it was actually Kim writing that question.
Sounds like an advertisement to me.
The community was
Not
first.
naming names.
It's
Ken.
advertising for a free tool. Community was first.
I don't know the name, Ron. I can't help it.
Oh, you're trying to cheat here. Come on.
What number is it?
Stay on him, Garth.
Latest version.
Sorry?
Don't stay on him. Don't let him cheat.
Oh, yeah,
Latest
come on,
edition.
don't
What's the
you-
name of it? What's the latest tool that he put out? I don't know the name of the tool.
I don't need it.
You know what, guys?
Shopping.
We will rename it after your answer. I promise you that.
You can pick up the name now.
What is Kent's great authoring tool?
Yeah, there you go.
Authorization tool? Kent's great
It's
authorization
not,
tool.
I'm not going to take credit for that tool because I actually did it together with my colleagues who are somewhere in the audience. They're right down there. So it's actually called the Cortex Application Approval Tool, but
Oh, that's what we said.
you
Authorization
said
tool.
that?
Yes,
Yeah,
we did.
authorization.
Oh, you did?
We
Yeah, I
said
heard
exactly
it. That's what I
that.
heard as well.
Hey, that's awesome,
You got good
man.
ears, Cam.
Good
I have good
ears.
ears, yeah. But that's because you're standing right
Good
next to me
ears.
and whispering all things.
So let's move on to plugins for 300. A community tool to assist you in customizing the MOF and add additional registry keys to inventory.
Get that one.
I will.
I have the community.
Sherry's
I
got this
got
one.
5.
What is Ray key to MOF?
What is reg key to MOF?
And
For a $300 bonus, name the author of the tool and pronounce it accurately.
Who is
Mark himself
who is
will
Mark Cochrane?
judge whether it's
That's not how
pronounced
you say
right.
it. Mark
Exactly.
Cochrane?
Mark, are you in here?
Yes, he is.
He was.
He was, but he
around.
just left. But that's right.
Yes, Brian, that
I'll
is
vouch-
exactly right.
I'll vouch for it. That was correct.
All right.
so
So that's
all correct.
300 and 300 points bonus for the Mighty Forum folks
that.
on the community questions. Figure there was something you guys were going to know.
So community plugins for 400.
Community plugins for 400.
So this
The question
I got that
unfortunately, the PFVs were first.
I got that one.
A cool little community tool
Wally got
whose
fans of the
latest
Wally
version has been in
questions.
beta for about as long as Gmail has been in beta. Insiders say it uses a protocol in use on the web to have basic console functionality.
PFEs only use supported tools, so we will defer.
They look forward to community.
That was the nervous twitch that got
I know that one.
You know that one?
Yes.
Shoot.
The MyIT Forum Web Remote Tools, also known as Web Essentials 4.0, 5.0, 6.1, 6.2, 7.8, 2012, 2021.
It's vaporware.
What is Ron's Web Essentials trivia? Some people in the community refer
That's
to it
worth
as a
1,000
leprechaun or a
points right
unicorn.
there.
Recon unicorns.
So the final one in this round, $500 community plugins.
Just a minute.
Yep.
All right, and
So
you're set to go.
The tool everybody in the community is waiting for to trigger remote actions from within the admin console.
What are the right-click tools?
You guys don't use unsupported
We
stuff.
hear about
Not allowed.
We read about it.
Go back to the community on that one. It's what is the right-click tools?
That's correct. We do have a $1,000 bonus if you can name the current owner of these tools.
There's like 12 of them.
Oh,
Yeah, no doubt.
I can
Just
answer
click on
that one.
Hudson. Is I'm gonna
If he answers it, can we get the $1,000 credit?
No, I'm stunned because he actually said he had an answer.
What is Matthew Hudson?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
One-
Matthew, are you in here? Stand up.
No, Matthew's not the right.
Matthew wrote some for 2012.
So
So it doesn't say the specific one that we're talking about right here.
there's Mark.
Yes. There's
Yeah,
Mark. He wrote
Mark,
it.
you're left.
So
The
we're
Keep 'em
right.
All editor just enters the building.
Yay.
Nice, Chris.
All right, that's $1,000 for us.
No, the $1,000 bonus was actually, it's Rick Hutchins from
yes,
from
yes.
Dell. That's
That's
actually
what
right.
it is.
Is he here?
Yes, he has
Rick here?
one, but Matthew has one as well.
Yeah,
We were looking for the one that Rick wrote.
Should we
Yeah.
repeat rule number
Stay away.
one?
That works.
So that's actually first round.
Community, hey, we got that
Audience
1,000
Q&A
points
break.
there.
An audience Q&A break, and here we'll give you the opportunity to step up to the mics and give us an answer or a question. And we'll only allow 4 of you, and those 4 of you who come up with a really cool question or answer, we actually have a few loudspeakers up here for you, some X Minis. So don't be shy. I know some of you in the room. Otherwise, I'll jump down and do it myself.
Oh, come on, somebody's got to have a question.
No one?
When
Sherry,
do you guys
you
get
got to
up
have a
there?
question. No.
You gonna be able to answer that question?
No.
So basically what you're saying right now is that everybody knows everything that there is to know about Config Manager 2012? That's awesome, man. I want to hire all
That
of
is
these
really
guys
good.
to do my next project.
Somebody go ask, when's the release date for the web remote tools?
I'm going to go ask him.
I actually think we have one guy.
Have one. I got it. What is Dell?
No, that's not it.
What is HP?
No marketing in my question. My question is, when should I install a CAS?
What?
When should I install a CAS? Central Administrative Site.
First.
We got
What is
this.
first?
All right, we got it.
Never, but if you insist, only when you have more than 100,000 clients,
And you got to install it first.
and you want to install SQL Enterprise
Enterprise.
Edition instead, if you're going to really go down that road. But never is really the best answer.
Hey, you got to give them the charger too.
Make sure he gets a box. Yeah, sorry.
Way to go, Greg!
I'll pay you later.
Oh, look, we got question number 2.
Yeah. When using groups for collections and using AD groups to fill up your collections, are there any benefits at all to using security groups rather than distribution groups?
I couldn't hear.
The question is it better to use, is there any benefit of using security groups over user groups? And I'm pretty sure
Distribution groups.
over distribution groups, and I'm pretty sure you have to use security groups.
You have to,
so
yeah.
distribution groups won't be
You
picked
have
up
to
in the
use
user token when it comes in. So you'll definitely want to target to security groups.
Also remember to give them the
My
box.
mic.
Otherwise it...
Yeah, the boxes.
The boxes are down there.
Boxes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay,
skip
community
this guy.
answered that one right there.
Skip
So-
this guy.
That's 1,000 points
This is
for
gonna
us.
be fun.
Thanks, Sherry.
No, skip this one. He's brutal.
Am I
Kim?
on?
Hey, there was a guy at the back. You need the guy at the back. We don't want this guy. We don't want the guy at the
You
back.
big chicken.
Want the guy
Back there.
You.
He looks behind.
Can I
Whoa, there you
can
go.
I totally ignore the GUI for Configuration Manager and do all my management in PowerShell?
So the answer to that is coming soon. The SDK will be available, and I believe we can say that there will be PowerShell support in there. Actually, I know there will be PowerShell support, and I believe you can do everything in this. Although I haven't personally seen it. Actually, end of the
How
year.
many points are these questions worth?
So end of the year, you'll have PowerShell to do everything.
Yeah.
Just put in something for yourself.
No, We're going to give them.
And Kim,
100 points.
I believe, is one of the PowerShell guys, and so is Greg, who's hiding up here.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw.
Mr. Milton?
That's all right.
Number
The
two.
sequel.
What is number 2?
What is number 2?
What is number 2? Thank you. What is the SQL view that in the config-man database, which contains the update titles, bulletin IDs, article IDs, and all the relevant information regarding.
I got this. What is the one you're fixing to tell us it is?
What is V underscore
500 points for that one.
update something or other?
Update something or other? That's close.
Yeah.
It's V update info.
EPN.
What is the update info?
We have one final question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So in our environment, we have a lot of admins that are kind of dangerous sometimes. They like to build a lot of custom scripts to kill processes before any deployments run. And they're normally, if you're not monitoring that very closely, they're very dangerous to the environment. So when will there be some built-in mechanisms through the GUI to kill processes before deployments run?
I got this. What is post service pack 1? Some point in the future. That's a typical answer. Yeah, okay, whatever it's called.
Efficient.
Not in this version.
And just as something else, in case nobody's mentioned it, a kill order would be great. A process and a process kill order. Like having to have.
What is? Have you submitted this to Connect as a feedback?
Sometimes you have to do that too.
Yeah, absolutely have to do
You know
And
what,
a very,
sir?
very last audience question.
What is? Don't hold your breath waiting.
I have an answer for you. Actually, the young guy over there, you want to monitor his block because he's actually working on that right now.
Whoa, really?
So he
Nice.
has
Community too.
he has a shutdown tool, and it will hopefully be out soon in the new version with exactly that feature. So, great question. We have time for a final one because
very final one.
Yeah.
Can I continue to use the traditional package advertisement model and not convert to the app model forever in this product, or will there be some point where there's a cutoff?
What is yes in this version of the
That is an incorrect answer. He
what
said
is also-
ever. You cannot answer that. You cannot answer that.
I knew that.
You don't know.
I trapped Wally.
What
The answer is we
it
cannot answer that
depends.
question for you. We don't know what the future is going to hold.
But that
In the current version of the product, yes.
in the current version.
But he said forever.
In the current version.
What is it depends.
He said both, actually.
What is? Why would you want to do that?
My guys back home freaked out when I
But
told them about that.
why would you?
I wouldn't.
Okay,
But
then,
I've got
then
people that are habitually using the 2007 every day. And it's time for a kill order. Good job. And they were like, "Wait, I don't." They don't want
it's
to
the
learn something
old
new.
and busted way of doing things.
We don't
think
say
it's
old
better
and
too after
busted.
being here
We
this
don't
week.
do it.
We say classic software distribution.
Yeah, that's the old and classic software.
Not old, classic software distribution technology.
Oh,
guys,
if you want
I-
to run scripts.
What is? Ron just lost his
Whoa,
status.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Because he said old after I told him not to say old.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I saw that.
What is
He said it was
classic?
cold in here.
What?
He said it was
it's
cold in here.
Oh, he said it was cold in here,
Cold in
yes.
here, yeah.
No. My ears aren't that bad. And now Brian's got a strike because he backed up Ron.
All right, so we're ready for the next round, the double jeopardy. And in double jeopardy, we increase the points people can win.
Uh-oh. That's scary.
That's scary, yeah. And the categories are OS deployments, the config manager client, advanced infrastructure, and there is an app model for that.
Pick up the
And I have no idea of who is starting. So
They are.
They are. So
But-
I'll go ask Ron. Who's starting?
Oh.
They are?
Yeah, they are.
They are? Okay.
Operating system deployment for 200, please.
That's a very good choice.
Daily double.
All right. Daily double and PFVs are currently at 1,200 points they can wager. We go
Make
for
it a true daily double.
1,200?
1,200.
Let's do 1,200.
1,200 and daily double.
So this task sequence variable allows you to pre-select a deployment from a list of optional. We have guys up here knowing that using a pre-start command. So what's the name of the variable?
What is SMS preferred advert ID?
I don't know. You tell me. That's right.
To be completely accurate, it's SMS preferred advert ID. But we'll grant you 1,200 points.
That's
all right. 2,400 points. What are the standings now, please?
The standings are...
You retiring?
The PFVs have 2,400 points. The MIT Forum community cheated their way into 3,300 points.
He said 1,000 points a while ago.
No, you didn't answer the original question correctly. So they're at 2,300 points. The MVPs are at 200 and the product team is at 600 right now.
All right,
Yeah.
that's it. I'm
Way to
pushing the
go.
button. I'm pushing the button.
Can we have an operating system deployment for 400, please?
Oh, yeah. So Kim, do you want to take this one?
This app feature has to be enabled and can be combined with the SMSTS UDA user's task sequence variable to deploy user-targeted apps before the user logs in.
Looks like number one.
What is user device affinity?
You weren't first on this one. The product team was first on this one.
But it was my question. I clicked. Come on.
No. The product team clicked before you did.
Product team, you're welcome.
Wally?
I didn't click any buttons.
It says number one here. Who has number one?
Well, I do, but... what is the ability to install without being advertised? I don't remember what we called the checkbox in the final text.
Wow. Wow, that's pretty good.
What is deploy automatically according to schedule, whether or not a user is logged on, aka also known as pre-deploy. So the checkbox,
AKA.
User device.
AKA.
AKA.
Whatever.
AKA.
So that's 400 points, I think, for
Yeah, give it to him.
the product team.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate
That
it.
was pretty
Good job,
good.
Brett.
Okay, I guess we'll go for 600, please.
So the number of Pixie service points supported in a single primary.
And we had the product team again on that one.
Does it help that I've worked on the OS deployment?
Make sure you say this right.
So since we're talking about a single primary site, I'm assuming we're not talking about secondary sites here.
Are we going to get this right?
Okay, how about you answer this, Wally?
No. What is zero? Because there are no such things as Pixie service points anymore.
Ah.
So we can get that right?
Can I just? I don't have time to fix the question, right? But
No, you don't have time to fix the question, so we'll show the answer we were looking for.
No, let Ben say the answer you're looking for.
What is 250 or 5,000? But
Or 5.000.
But there's no
And
argument.
Brett was
from
going to get that
Wally.
right. Brett was going to get that right. I just knew you were doing it wrong.
Well, we were wrong apparently. We have the general rule that we're always right, but Ball is always more right than we are.
They finally learned. How many years have you been an MVP before you learned that?
600 points
I think we
for
should
the
move
product
on.
team.
Shall we go to 800, Wally? Let's go for 800, guys.
So OSD 800. So Kim,
The system resource property changed Config Manager 2012 behavior where reimaging a computer outside of the live OS generated an obsolete or conflicting record in CM07, and the PFVs had that one first. The system resource property.
Yeah. Where's the person when you need it? Probably.
What is decommissioned?
No, unfortunately not. The
Brian has
property we were looking
Brian has
for.
it.
Brian has it.
Just guessing. What's the SMS good?
No.
Oh, baloney.
Anyone else want to take a stab at this?
Don't ask me.
What is the SID property?
Okay.
So
Config Manager 2012 now reports the SID, and if you can rejoin the domain using the same computer name, hence you keep the same
makes
SID, you will not get conflicting
Good
records
question.
when
Good
reimaging
question.
one.
You guys should get 1,000 points for the question.
1,000 points to the game master.
Yeah.
Very good job on
That's
the
why
question.
we have the jackets, right? I mean,
Very good job on the
Pick any
question.
one of those loudspeakers right there.
Yeah.
So let's move on to 1,000.
And I think it was the
Yep, okay,
PFB
go.
selecting.
Yes.
So name 2 out of 3 USMT4 related features that were added to capture user states, to the user state task sequence step.
I know one.
No one. Maybe we can combine. Can we combine and split the
Two.
points here?
There's 3 features that were added to that UI that already existed in USMT4, but I think you can now use in the task sequence.
I got it.
You want to rephrase that? Jason's got it, right?
That's the community, which is what we represent.
The PFB are still busy answering it. If they get it wrong, you get a shot at it.
Well, he's still clicking. That should be not allowed. He's clicking.
What is hard linking and custom XML files?
Not
hard link?
that were added to the capture user.
What was the first one?
Custom XML files was already in there. So no, but hard linking was right. Anybody wants to try and fill it
Yes. What is offline and hard linking?
Offline and hard linking. Yes, indeed.
Thank you. Way to go, community.
I was kidding.
So let's move on.
We're only on 20. No. That was more than 100.
It was.
That was 1,000.
It's 1,000. All right.
It's just a 0, right?
Cheating me. Yeah,
I think
it's
it was
just a 0.
Looks like
Are they arguing with the ringmaster? Shouldn't they
Yeah.
get points off for that?
So the config manager client for 200. What is the default installation path when you have a 64-bit OS?
And it was the product team and specifically Brad having this one.
That's going to be % Windows or %. It's always in the Windows directory. And then
Indeed.
CCM.
Windeer CCM. Indeed.
That's so right.
Percent Windeer. And for the second time in a row, the product team has it down to the exact wording of our point.
Good job, Brad.
They're good.
We'll go for 400 then.
400. Give me a minute to fill in the score.
Oh, yep.
Not that one.
So you ready? The config manager
Yeah.
client for 400.
We have 7. We need to fix this up.
So this client installation property allows you to disable the new and very cool auto remediation feature, and yet you'll still get client status back in the admin UI.
I didn't know it existed.
And the
Great
guys,
question.
and the guys in the first row, they have it all wrong because I can actually hear what they're saying.
Nobody.
This is a great question.
Nobody's pressing the button on this one?
No.
I see 7. I see Steve pressing it.
What is don't auto remediate equals true?
Oh, that's very close.
Does it start with CCM? CCM.
CCM no auto remediate equals true.
No, that's what you suggested to the product team to use. They eventually chose a different name for it.
Oh, okay.
The final name was actually
Notify only equals true.
Wow. Good question.
That was good.
So do you put us up for 500 again, Ken?
Yes.
So the config manager client for 600.
Please.
The following entries in the CCM_service window class.
Yes, okay.
I see a 2 in here, so that means Brett Flag for the product team is.
That's Wally.
Oh yeah, you're 2?
I'm
You guys
2.
switched? All right, thought you guys switched. Okay, but then
What are local configured business hours or work hours?
So that's totally right. So what are the business hours that you can set from?
Software Center is a net cap in both words. What?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's move on. The config manager client for 800. So this command line will install the CM client on a Windows embedded device without testing for the .NET framework dependencies.
and we have the product team on a roll because we have a number 2 again.
That was Brett.
Watch it.
No.
What is /skip prereq check? :.NET framework? I don't know what the exact syntax of the rest of it is.
More specific, please.
What?
What Kenny said.
/skip prereq check.
Let's skip prereq check.
Is that close enough?
It's
Yes.
Is that close enough for Wally? Of course.
It's close enough. It's
No
more than
check.
close enough, yeah.
No.
So what is the skip prereq check for a .NET framework? Not if you type .NET framework, trust me. So the config manager client for 1,000.
I see 4.
Right here.
So that's Banu.
Banu, not Garth.
What is config when it's a client WMI classes?
They are indeed config manager WMI classes, so we'll grant you the points for that. But they're actually more.
I think we have.
What are the namespaces checked by CCM eval?
That was 100% spot on.
Well played.
But the MVPs had it closely, but we'll grant both the points.
But we have an extra one for this because we know you guys are sharp. So we left out one. Which one?
Oh my God.
Wow.
And not only will you get $1,000, we will all hug you as well. I mean, that's.
Do you really want to answer?
Yeah, if it comes with that kind of promise. I don't... Is it the one for the firewall?
No.
Where's the CCM eval XML file?
I might have it. The 1,000, the bonus question is actually CCM policy default machine actual config.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So we were missing that one. I know you knew it. So.
What was the question? What was the?
That was actually for 1,000.
Yeah, no, the bonus was for 1,000. There was 1,000
In the U.S., the $sign goes in front of the number.
All right. So give me a minute to enter the scores.
We got the one too.
Yeah, you guys get the 1,000 as well.
We need those points.
You get the 1,000 as well.
So advanced infrastructure for 200.
Advanced infrastructure. You ready
You up
for
for
this
that?
one? Yeah. All right.
You ready, guys? So this config manager side allows you to span a hierarchy across an untrusted forest.
We had the product team going nuts on this one.
Ollie?
You're the forest dude.
I know, but I don't. Yeah, anyhow.
What is a primary site?
What is primary?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Well, yeah, I know what you're taking. We were looking for a different answer, but.
Can I try?
Yeah.
What are multiple primary sites without a single hierarchy?
Is the answer none because you have to actually go put the front end roles out in the cross forest?
Indeed.
Okay, good. There you go.
So
that's in a single primary site.
In a single primary site.
Not at all. There's not a site type.
But if
No,
you have
to be fair, you can put the management point, distribution point across forest.
And you do that in a primary site.
Yeah, so that was Wally's way of thinking as well. You can put the roles, your distribution point and your management point in an untrusted forest. You cannot have two sites talking to each other in an untrusted forest. That was where we're getting at.
If you combine
Product
those with
team,
service
200
management.
points.
There you go.
So you actually got 200? Okay. Advanced infrastructure for 400. So software distribution packages must use download and execute unless you unless you specify. Okay, I think
What is run from distribution point on a package?
Could you repeat that?
What is run from distribution point on a legacy package deployment and program? It's on the deployment.
We always say you're going to use download and execute. You actually have to enable a specific feature on a package now to actually make that work.
I know. That's run from DP.
No, run from DP is in your deployment. Show the answer, what we're looking for. What is a package share? You cannot run from DP if your packages are not on a package share because the content library.
Right, but run from DP puts it on SMS PKG $, and you can run it from there.
Your answer is wrong, Steve. You have to enable that on the package first. Move on.
That's wrong. There's a package share option you have to enable, otherwise download and execute is not going to be available to you for that specific
Brett and I both said package share. Package share. What are you laughing for?
Don't
I want to argue, but
Don't argue with Wally.
No arguing.
Don't do that.
yeah, don't
Max?
argue with Wally. He'll tell you to get off his yard.
So advanced infrastructure 600. Oh, and we have a daily double.
Who gets it?
Who was the last one to
Oh,
have
we
a
were the
question?
last one to get it
So
right.
these are the thresholds before site replication link shows degraded and failed.
That would be Wally. Wally.
Yeah, Wally was the last to have, the product team were the last to have.
What are
corrected.
13 minutes and 23 minutes? What are 13 minutes and 23 minutes?
Yes.
It's probably accurate. We were looking for the algorithm, but given the default sync time, take a question.
So what we were looking for was
What is 2 times the sync time plus 10 minutes and 2 times the sync time plus 20 minutes? So indeed, with the defaults, that's 13 and 23. So that's fully accurate. Yeah, not completely in line with our question. You guys are...
How much did they wager?
We've just given 600. We didn't ask for wages.
No.
We screwed it up.
Yeah, you gotta get in here, buddy.
So how can you, and now we are for 800, sorry, how can you configure fault tolerance for your management point and your server locator point?
And I have a 1 going nuts on this one.
Go for it, Brett.
So first of all, you don't have an SLP anymore. Secondly, for the MP, you just install multiple MPs and you're all set.
All right.
SLP is history. Yeah. Well done, Brett.
Oh, I didn't.
What is there? There is no SLP in install multiple management points. BFE wins.
To be fair, I was just so excited that we actually got rid of the SLP that I.
And when is your MVP renewal cycle?
Yeah.
No point.
Who is that doesn't want renewed? Ronnie doesn't? Okay. Gotcha. Just making sure I had the name right.
And Peterson, that's with a D.
Yes, I gotcha.
Okay, good.
And I can spell Panu's name too.
Yeah.
So let's move on to 1,000. So one of the primary reasons why you want to install the secondary side.
We have both BFEs going crazy on this.
Good.
But I clicked it first.
Don, would you like to answer?
No, apparently not.
No, I did. I saw them.
Stop pressing the button now. The PFE's dead.
I'm not pressing my button.
No, the PFEs are still pressing it. They already have it.
See, what they're doing is they're clogging the system.
Denial service.
That's general behavior.
So guys?
What is?
Correct.
When you need more than 250 DPs at a given primary site, or you need to have a proxy management point for traffic control.
What is false?
Wow.
What is I'm not worthy?
Can I take that one?
Sure.
What is when you want to manage your client upload traffic, so upward traffic flow over the WAN link?
Is that not a proxy management point?
It is.
Yeah.
We'll grant both of them points.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
It's Friday, right?
Deep content routing. Okay.
Deep content routing, yeah, absolutely. Adding an additional sub if you wanted to, and controlling the traffic going up. Client push.
Now, client push allows you to select the site you want to push from.
Client push has changed, so now we push from DP, so you have a DP there and still do push from a remote location. But Steve's answer with the 250 distribution points was good too.
Neither one of them said.
It's not one of the primary reasons.
No, but we weren't looking for all 3 of them. Just a minute so I can fill in the scores. So both the PFEs and the product team get this one.
They get 500 each, right?
So the final category, there is an app model for that.
What is everything?
So this is a client-side dependency to get the application catalog working correctly.
We have number 4.
That's me. What is Silverlight?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. What is Silverlight 4.0?
That's correct.
Not Silverlight 4.0, it's Silverlight 4.0 505.24.0.
We just require 4.0.
But
Currently.
4.0 is Microsoft Silverlight is close enough for us. So that's 200 points for the MVPs.
Yeah.
That's correct. So now we have a daily double.
32
Stop pressing the
Internet
button. I'm entering
Explorer.
the score.
Shall we go full thing for the all or
Can we
nothing?
unplug that number 7?
All right, we're going to go for all or nothing on this field.
And then you'll still only have $400.
Yeah, 1,400 today.
We're going all or nothing.
Ah, that's true.
We're going to go for a true daily double, Alex.
That's 1,400 waged by the MVPs.
So Garth.
That was just for you, Garth.
Oh, thanks.
So which client log file do we use when we want to troubleshoot VMI, WVMI-based global conditions?
Jason.
I should have known that.
Can you pull up the log file directory there, please?
You can't.
Hi, Jason. I think I'm going to stand here from now on. Hey. They're not the community teams. Oh, so you're both on community and field.
provider. Log.
Obviously, I don't. I lost on Tuesday.
What was
He
the
did not
answer?
say what is.
Oh, what is
There you go.
DCM WOI provider? Log.
Awesome.
Way to go.
Hey.
So that's 1,400 points for the MVPs.
Now they're up to 2.
Answer the score.
And we're up 600.
Just a minute, so I can enter the score and they stop pressing the button in my
And I will
score
just-
sheet.
I'm out then.
So how can you easily monitor client
Can't use
properties and
Notepad.
deployments without using the config manager console? And no, Notepad is not considered easy by the majority of people in the room.
And we again have the MVPs hitting the button first on number 4.
Panu better get this one right.
Yeah. What is Config Manager 2012 toolkit a utility called?
CM trace.
No, not CM trace. It's remote. Because I just created a lab.
You just wrote lab on it, so you better get it right.
I cannot remember the name of the utility.
Deployment monitoring tool.
Client monitoring.
Deployment monitoring tool.
Deployment.
Also known as track.
What is using SQL Server Reporting Services standalone?
Now, the deployment monitoring tool was indeed what we were looking for.
So those of you who have not looked into the new CM12 toolkit, you should really take a look at that. It's available for download, and there is this very neat tool where you can actually monitor the applications.
You mean the configuration manager 2012?
How much was the question for?
That was for
$200.
that was for 600.
Nice try.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
that went last place.
No, we didn't.
So we are up for 800
Step
now.
up and answer.
Just a minute.
And again,
That would be you.
The namespace root SMS site underscore site code, the class SMS user application request, and current status equals 4.
Anybody press?
Yeah.
Panu pressed just after.
Yeah. What is what is the WMI query for approved application request?
Wait, what is the name of the WMI class that tracks approvals? And 4 actually is indeed an approved application.
that's pretty good.
That was 800?
That was 800, yeah?
800 for the MVPs. Give me a minute. And the score at present is the PFV is at 3,400, closely followed by the Mighty Forum community at 3,300. The MVP is at 4,200, and in the lead with 6,800 points, the product team.
That means we can't lose.
And we have one final question, and I'm going to pre-introduce this
I know this is
question.
the final Jeopardy.
We actually had the product team up here. We had some conspiracy within the product team to get a question that the product team definitely would not know.
Oh, I heard about this.
Don't want to put additional stress on you guys' shoulders, but all of your developers actually conspired on this one against you.
I did not conspire against myself.
He said all our developers. And you're one of our developers.
So we'll have a look at the question.
So this status here will be reported for a simulated deployment if a dependency is configured to not auto-install, yet the requirement rules are all met.
What the?
What is messed up?
What is?
We have the product team pressing though, although we're
They
not
should know.
supposed to know it.
What is 0x072? I just made that up, sorry.
What is requirements not met?
Seriously?
Well, it is.
Seriously?
Wow! Wow!
That's pretty cool.
Guess we need a new batch
That
of
is,
developers. Gee.
That is
I like the
proven that you
0x072
cannot
though.
stump
That's
Huawei.
better.
So I think, guys, before we move on to like the final one, we still have time to do, just like we did in the break, a few more questions.
There's one.
So if, yeah.
No.
Uh-oh, Jim.
Can you please repeat that, sir?
What has happened to native mode?
Gone.
There is no more native mode. We've now
can
switched
answer
to
that.
client-computer communications, where you can configure a site to support SSL or non-SSL, or both in a single environment, and you configure your appropriate site system roles for either PKI or non-PKI communications.
So the technology is all there. It's really cool. You're able to. We found that some people, if you had workgroup clients, it was hard to get certificates onto them. So you can still leave an MP up for those machines that will accept a non-SSL connection, but install your MPs that'll use the SSL connection for the vast majority of your domain-joined machines. So hopefully it'll make it easier for you guys.
I'm going to quickly interrupt now. It's the people that are standing up and might now that get to answer a question. Then we're done. All right, good.
So why would you use notify only equal true on the client install command line?
So why would you use it?
Yeah.
Notify
Because you
equals
may
true?
have servers that you don't want to have WMI remediated, which could cause loss of other data that other applications are using. So you want to just be notified that your server has WMI corruption problems, that you go fix it on your own.
Okay. And real quick, is there like a
one per
config.ini?
One question.
One question.
Ah, okay.
Because we're running out. We'll have time for questions after the session.
What is the name of the component that was removed from the client install because product team thought that it was already installed on all supported clients?
What is bits 2.5?
What you call?
What's that?
What is bits 2.5?
He's on a
The
roll.
number of supported SQL collations in 2012.
Sorry?
Ooh.
What's the number of supported SQL collations?
Two.
Nope.
Nope, there's two. There's the Chinese, and then there's
Three.
The,
Yeah, there are actually.
What is three?
There are multiple Chinese,
It is
right?
3, yes.
I got 1,000 points.
Yep,
for that. That was a tough
one
question.
English and 2 Chinese, yes.
Seriously, yeah.
That's a pretty good
I should get
question.
1,000 points for that.
Way to go, Ron.
Kenny,
That was Ron.
Kenny?
Okay, in Intel AMT, in Config Manager 2012, above version 4.0, there is one version not supported. Which one? A version not supported. So in Intel AMT, in Config Manager 2012, above version 4.2, there is one version not supported. Which one?
The unsupported one.
the unsupported one.
Am I to guess that it's the one that you guys are using in your environment?
Oh! Correct!
It's version 7.
Right by the.
So what version was it? Version 7. Version 7 is not supported.
6 works, 8 works, 7 doesn't. Oh, so it's a trick question.
In Config Manager 2012, why is there still a 3-letter site code?
Why not?
Developer?
Why
Want to take
not?
this one?
Why is that?
I can give a politically correct answer. The politically correct answer is because it's too hard to go ahead and change it and rewrite the entire product, because it's in the registry, database, file system, site control file, everywhere. So.
Standing on the stage makes my feet hurt.
Exactly.
There you go.
It's pretty
It's a why question, so.
Have to be careful with why questions. For those non-native people, if you want to ask a why question, how come is usually a close start to.
Final question?
So when migrating a 2007 client to a 2012 client, if the 2007 client is currently unhealthy and not reporting, will the 2012 installation with auto remediation fix that problem?
That entirely depends on what the issue is. If it's a WMI issue, then you're going to have WMI fixed on your own before you can install the 2012 client. So there's no one specific answer, but your client has to be healthy before we can install and then remediate to make it healthy. So we can't remediate during installation.
I think he's been stumped today.
No, he hasn't. Even the one that we thought we were going to stump him with, he answered.
So Kim, I think we're ready to move on to the...
I think we're ready for Final Jeopardy. And Final Jeopardy, everybody gets to wage the number of points. So I'm going to note down the points you guys are willing to wage. And I'll start with the product team. I'll start with my IT Forum community because they're in last position with 3,300.
We'll do it all.
So the Mighty Forum goes for 3,300.
Go big or go home.
The PFVs are in third spot, so they get to choose, and they have 3,400 to wage.
We're going to go 3,299.
3,299. All right. The PFVs can wager 3,400 points on the Final Jeopardy question.
Let's go for guess. 3,400.
3,400. The MVPs have 4,200 points to wager on this one.
Go for it all.
You know how to play the game.
Peer pressure. Go for it all.
No.
As an MVP, I say they go for it all.
We're going to bet 100 points.
100 points, which means if you get it wrong, you're at 4,100.
I know.
So the highest score that can be won at present is 6,800 for the PFE. We have the product team down for 7,800. How much are you guys going to wager?
All of it.
We're going to win through the back.
How about we go for it all?
$1?
All of it.
Brett Flag says goes for it all.
Yeah. And do you count all the server roles?
It's the number of documented log files put on by the documentation team on a single page. We counted them all, eliminate all the doubles. So it's client and server, everything. You guys get a 10% margin on the number of log files that exist.
Johan.
There's actually a special, I take it all, immediately one
Open up your console
possibility
and
to
tell me,
this
Johan.
question, if you can name them
Open
all.
up your console and tell me.
Name them all. Wow.
And he won't be able to. It took us 45 minutes yesterday
Yeah,
to
but that's
actually count all the log files.
More like 80.
So who's first, Kim?
Not us. No, it goes that way.
It's as good as any.
We'll start at the PFVs giving their first score or their first answer.
After collaborative consultation, we have come up with a very nice sounding number, probably wrong, of 64.
What is 64?
What is 64?
We're 9 seconds, 10 seconds, 11 seconds over.
All right, we're close to finishing.
What did you ask?
138.
138 for the community. The MVPs?
120.
1. 121.
121.
I remember one more.
And the product team goes for?
87 and a half.
You actually wrote a half log file?
It's the last one.
They started wasn't fully documented.
Just for clarity, if you go over, do you get points?
Now you have to be within the 10% margin, up or above. So it's 87 for the product team?
Okay, fine. We'll cut out the half. 87 sounds good.
How many is there?
The
And
true answer is
261.
261.
We're the closest. We're the closest. We get our points.
So that means the product team, unfortunately, drops back to 0.
That's awesome.
We got the closest, so we should get
No,
ours.
you can't do that.
Oh, yeah.
Mighty Forum has 1 point left. The MVPs
We were way closer
is
than anyone else.
4,300. It's not about closest, it's about getting it right. And the PFVs come down to 0.
0.
So the winners.
Woohoo! Baby! Start again!
It's official.
We came in second.
It's official. We're bringing this to the next MVP Summit, guys.
Okay.
Ooh, baby.
Oh, we need to give this together with trophies as well.
Thanks.
So.
We are the champions! Champions!
Here, guys.
Guys,
Thanks for playing along.
Guys, thanks for playing. We do have a cup for each and every one of you. Thanks for playing. Yay. We had a great show.
Whoa.
Thanks for being here.
I'm going to give you ours.
And see you next year at the next MMS.
answered the sub
Guys,
question.
please don't forget to fill in
Put
the
that on
evals if
there.
you like this show and you want us to do it again at MMS next year. These evaluations are going to help us do that. Right? So please fill in your evaluations and hope to see you again next year for another Jeopardy quiz.